All right, I'm your boy DC Curry. I don't know. Did we talk about it? When was Father's Day? Was that after last?
Just last week.
Father's Day.
And Juneteenth. All that.
Happy Father's Day to all you fathers, and congratulations, because you know how you get to be a father, right? You got to be a motherfucker.
I knew it was coming.
DC.
I knew it was coming.
You know what?
You say that all the time, DC. But it sounds so derogatory when you say it like that. Though.
Well, I don't mean it derogatorily.
Yeah, but it's true, though.
But not necessarily. If she ain't got no baby when you first impregnated, then technically you ain't a motherfucker. You just fucked the mother to be.
Like I said,
mother.
That yo.
as long as y'all throwing out these F-bombs, I'm straight side.
Yeah.
Let y'all rock with that.
If she ain't got no baby, what?
So I'm saying she ain't a mother yet. She ain't a mother when you was fucking her necessarily, unless she already had some kids crying in the next room.
Right.
Then you a motherfucker. If you had to put a pillow over that baby head and shut that baby
Oh
up,
my God.
then you a motherfucker for real. You an ignorant mother. You a hateful
You
ass.
ain't never did that.
That's a motherfucking dumb.
you
That's a
never had
motherfucking dumb shit.
You never had a man.
Y'all don't let these F-bombs fly.
Bro, I lived with. He started.
You never had a man.
It's cool to just.
Oh, he
What?
said y'all like let these
Put a
F-bombs
pillow on
fly.
your baby while y'all was having sex so he wouldn't.
I don't date those type of men.
It ain't that. We
I don't
try to
date
look
men
out
that
for the
want to
child.
put.
JJ's classy.
I don't date men that want to put pillows over my.
We ain't
child's
trying to
head.
kill the baby, but we just try to
I don't date men that put pillows over my.
try to have some privacy.
You put the baby in
I don't date men that.
I ain't gonna put
no.
no hair. I have back in the day. Now I have turned off that monitor. I ain't listening to this damn baby all
I've
night.
had to have sex and rock the baby. That's how serious it was. Just
That's technically a threesome. You technically a threesome.
You wrong.
You wrong. If you touching the baby with your
one about the pillow.
No, you wrong as hell.
You're the pillow killer.
Don't lock him up.
Hey,
Don't
you
lock
ain't
him up.
lying
Let's
either.
just
And guess
say it.
what?
Let's take
Oh
it
my
in.
God.
And guess what? The baby's the one that like, what the fuck is this motherfucker doing to me?
You nasty, Bo B. I just said, man. I just
you the one brought up the pillow.
Yeah, you the one with the
Okay,
pillow.
pillow. I ain't brought the baby in the
Y'all
bed
wanna
with me though.
suffocate the baby?
Hey man, what's a one
All
bedroom
this-
apartment? It's a one
Wanna
bedroom
suffocate the
apartment.
baby?
All this from Father's Day. That's all I'm saying.
What is this?
Actually, it was actually also we just passed Juneteenth. Yeah, y'all separate that. Y'all do know what Juneteenth is about?
No,
No.
I mean I know, but I ain't like fully on it. Yeah, I ain't fully on it.
I got a problem with it.
That's our Independence Day.
That's when
I got a
they
problem with
celebrate the
the
fact that it was
government.
Tuesday.
That's what they're
Go ahead.
saying. Your
Go ahead.
independence. Yeah.
I don't know if the government or the state, but I got a problem with Juneteenth, Father's Day, and Gay Pride Week on the same day.
Pride Month.
In a Pride Month in a city like Atlanta,
In the same
most
month.
of the men are gay. So why would you have all that on the same weekend? That is
Do
like
you believe most of the men in
I was
Atlanta are
gonna say,
gay?
I don't
No,
believe
they
most
got
of them.
most of them, but I'm
500,000.
saying they do migrate.
They got
here.
what?
It's 500,000.
Oh
Gay
You
men.
think half of the
shit!
black
I
men
need
are
somebody.
gay?
Walk me
No,
in my
500,000.
truck.
No. Out of 6 million in the metro
Yeah.
area, 500,000
6
black
million
men.
men or 6 million people?
6 million people in the metro Atlanta area. 6 million
It's
people.
500,000 gay people.
You
Gay
gay.
black
That's
men.
not half the men.
That's probably that number probably ain't even right.
That's not half
They
the
instead
men.
of coming here every day.
And they call Bo P when they
I don't
come.
even
They
know.
call. They like Bo P. You
I
know
don't
I'm
even
coming
know
down
they
there. Be like,
said
I just know the last time we checked,
Man, we
it
got
was
some
half a
gay fans, man.
Yeah.
We need y'all to stop offending them.
I'm not offending them. I'm just saying that's the reality. So
But you
why
said
would
it's a-
in a
there's a
city like
problem with
Atlanta?
coming.
Is that
That
mean? Is that mean?
500,000.
They got
stop
500,000
offending them.
men. Not counting the women.
Not
500,000.
counting the women. That's right.
500,000.
Not counting the women. Women ain't sis. That don't count.
I mean gay. I mean not counting women that are gay.
You know, I'm gonna do a confession, man.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Don't you tell her, DC, I'm finna leave. Don't you
Say it ain't so.
Say it ain't so.
Say it
DC.
ain't so.
Man on man make me throw up, but woman
Oh,
on woman,
okay.
I'll be watching that on porn. I swear,
Yeah, I
I be
can't
watching
do
that.
that.
Y'all are
What
so
it is?
double standard.
I know it's double standard. It ain't right, JJ.
Double
That
standard.
is not a
Y'all
double
are
just you
so
standard.
heterosexual.
double
That is
standard.
not a double standard.
That's just you
Yes, it is.
heterosexual.
Oh, I thank y'all. I'm glad it ain't just me.
Yeah, DC. We watch
Man.
that all day.
Man, oh man, I be like, what?
What the-
But that woman porn, man.
I think about a mechanic's hand. You know,
And I don't know why CJ saying women will watch women before they watch men.
What?
I say so. Women will watch
Well, I
two
can't
women
speak.
doing it
I can't speak
versus
for that.
men.
You ain't got to answer that, JJ.
Yeah, I can't
Yeah.
speak for that.
Stop your cap.
Crusty man holding
So
hands.
since JJ, you watch two men doing it. That
No,
time
I'm not watching any
any
Thank
two
you.
same.
Okay,
Good
that's what I
answer.
thought.
Good answer.
That was
Sister
my
JJ.
point
There
right
you
there.
go, my girl.
Good
You
answer.
watch
That was my
two
point
men,
right
there you
there.
go.
Good answer.
She ain't gonna watch two
Got nothing to do
dudes.
with you.
Good answer.
But I
man.
guarantee
And I
you
don't
I'm
blame
not
you.
watching
But
two women either.
but
I
a
don't
man,
blame
but a man and a woman, you'll watch that all night
I don't
long.
blame-
watch
I don't-
a man.
Now
I
you
don't
ain't watching
need to
nothing.
watch
Now
a
you
man
ain't
and
watching
a
nothing.
woman.
Now all of a sudden you ain't.
I don't need to
I
watch
don't
a
blame
man
you,
and
and
a
you
woman.
shouldn't. And it's hypocritical. It's very hypocritical. But now, you give me two women, I'm good. I ain't doing no threesome with two men and one woman. Oh hell no.
No, that ain't it.
Cause he mess around and touch me.
Right.
I'm finna kill somebody.
Game over.
So it's hypocritical.
Shoot, happened a couple months ago.
To you?
No, not to
To
me.
you?
To who?
To you,
No,
him,
That bullhead
Yo,
talking.
you,
Now, look.
him, and
Go ahead, bullhead.
No, look it up. A
You,
couple
him,
months
and
ago, a guy let some other guy into the bedroom with him and his wife, touched the guy, and he shot and killed the dude.
I don't blame him. I don't blame him.
I'd have been mad too, but why would you bring another dude into your bedroom
Well,
with your
that
wife?
too. I wouldn't bring him in, but if you touch me, that's
Why
double
would-
jeopardy.
Right.
Why would you be mad if you brought him in?
I wouldn't.
I mean, look.
What if the other dude? What if the other dude was just rocking you to sleep? Why?
He ain't been touching me, man.
Wait, but I can't stand you.
What if he was just
Cannot.
rocking you
I
to sleep?
I cannot.
But you know,
Trying to
Wait, if I
touch
just
you,
sit
just
and
trying to rock you
think
to
of the
sleep.
craziest thing you can think of. Oh my
that
God.
porno stuff is serious, man.
Huh?
That porno stuff is serious.
What do you mean, serious?
I mean, people are addicted on it. I had a dude stand with me, the comedian. God rest his soul, he's not here anymore. But when I went to put him out one time,
He died of porno?
you might as well. I went to put him out one time, and
Yeah.
the bag was left behind,
Yeah.
and we were looking through him, and I swear he had duffel bags. I mean, full of nothing but big booty 1, big booty 84, big
Yeah.
booty.
David
I mean, I
Doug.
thought it was clothes.
Yeah.
He had 4 bags of nothing but just porno movies. He was a comic, man.
And
And
what
he went on the road.
what you do with him?
I watched his minutes.
I got him in my closet now, but you know, I got to go through him, man.
What number was his favorite? You know, he had 1 through 3,000. So I'm like, big, but it was all
All
big
of them
booty.
was stuck together
It
in
was
the
big
double
booty. It was
bag.
all big booty 1, big booty 2, big booty 3. So he had his, he had his niche.
And is that what inspired you? Because as I understand
To
it
be a
now,
porno
you know,
star?
I do my research. No. At one time, you were a producer of porn.
I got video of that. Yeah.
Is that what inspired you?
No, that didn't inspire me. The money inspired me. When they came to me, he told me how much they're gonna pay me to do it, and I'm like, yeah, somebody got to shoot it.
You do got your little director hat on today.
I shot it. I got copies of it for you if you want to see it. There you go.
How much are it?
I should be selling them because they never paid me.
Good sue.
So you was in the porno.
Yeah,
or
we
you
went
directed the
from,
porno.
No, I
we went
shot
from
directly.
Pride
Father's
Month. We went from Pride Month to pornography.
They can't say we ain't got range. We got range on this show. Can't say
I was
that.
talking about the holidays also, and then the occasions also too. I saw you, Bo, this past week. They had the Special Olympics in Berlin, man. Hey, man, let me
Is
tell you.
there any way I can slide over and still stand in shot?
Let me
Is there
tell
any way
you
I can
something.
slide over and still stand in shot?
No, Bo, I'm serious. Let me tell you something, man. We proud of you, man.
Appreciate it, DC. I do my best.
So you throw a hell
We
of a
proud of
javelin.
I tell you what, once you get yourself together, because you ran the wrong way, but if you had run the other way, I swear you would have won that damn 12-yard dash. Or whatever handicap dash is.
You are not right. Bo, you my dog. Bo, you
Ran the
my
wrong
dog,
way.
man.
Say, he beat everybody back to the start line.
Hey,
He beat them all back to the start line.
And when
he
you,
would have won.
I'm telling you, when you threw the shot put up in the crowd, oh man, I said this boy's talented. Cause you threw it up to about row 4 or 5.
Oh my God.
As I told y'all, he was strong. He's strong.
Mississippi
My own
strong.
coach took it.
He's strong.
Mississippi strong now. Mississippi strong. Country. Tell
Oh
them,
my
boy.
gosh. Oh my gosh.
Hey, DJ, that's like the 4 and 5-year-old playing baseball. Run this way, boy.
He running third base first. Yeah, I saw that. Well, I got some good news for y'all before we go. I got good news. I always like to end the show with good news.
Here we go.
If you move to Iowa, your 14-year-old can get a full-time job.
Oh wow.
Why is that good news? That's like child labor. Sounds like child labor.
Yeah, put them kids to work, man.
You could drop right out of school and go to the factory.
14. Doing what?
Hell, all you got to do is flip a damn hamburger or some shit,
Yeah.
man. Empty trash. I need me a couple of 14-year-olds at the farm. Shit, I'm slopping hogs and shit. What the hell I'm doing slopping hogs? I asked myself that this morning. What the hell am I doing slopping hogs? I'm rich.
You're in Atlanta.
But then your house.
Yeah, but you're in Atlanta,
But then your house.
That's what I'm saying. What
your
is
house.
there to do in Idaho? Come on.
I got
Man,
5
called
new hogs,
chores.
too. I got some baby hogs down there. 5 new. They good looking, too, boy. You both, they look just like
I
you,
want
boy.
to buy one of them.
So you look just like you.
You don't have to
like
buy.
you,
You
Bo.
don't have to buy them. They're yours
They buy-
by blood.
Right.
Hey,
Yeah, man,
ain't nothing wrong with
14-year-old
a
can work
14-year-old going to work, man. When I grew up, my dad had me working at 6 years old.
My first
Fine with 14
job.
years working, but doing what?
My first job.
I worked. I
My
was,
first job. I was 8.
Yeah.
I sold newspapers. I sold the Kansas City Call. I was 8 years old.
But they don't let people work that young no more.
But I'm saying they just passed a law.
Right.
They trying to lower the working age because it's a shortage of workers. In Iowa, they just lowered it. A child can get a full-time job at 14.
Look at Florida. They're going to need workers to Mexico gone. Somebody got to pick them fruits, bro.
Plus, if they
That's
got
right.
pregnant women at 14, then that little pregnant baby daddy need to go to work too. They like, somebody need child support. They like, hey,
Well, a lot of times the pregnant 14-year-old baby daddy is
It's
how old-
22.
How old are you?
He's 22.
How old are you, Weightball?
no,
Hey, but
you ain't got no comeback for that weight, boy. You quiet now.
But I'm gonna tell you something. I'm doing some relationship work for some big time places, right? And
Yeah.
the Mexican guys who come to work, they got their whole family, the wife, the daughter, the son, everybody's working. And it ain't much different than the big time rich people in America, like the Forbes and all the Rockefellers. When their kids come out, you're gonna work for our company. We're not gonna pay you to go to school to work for nobody else. You're gonna go to school to work for this family and what we're doing. And that's what the Mexicans are doing. That's what the blacks we need to start doing. Is
Now, when you-
encouraging your kids to follow in the path of the parents. If the parents already experienced it to work, the knowledge is in the house, the money stays in the house. We're gonna take, and now you go to school, you're gonna learn to do a different part of the business. You're gonna go to be an accountant. You're gonna go to be a lawyer. You know what I mean? You're gonna go to learn logistics and work for this company. And that's what I see the Mexicans doing. They bring everybody out.
Well, I mean,
I ain't
black
seen no
people,
Mexican
it may
do
not
logistics,
be
but
as,
okay. With
it may not be as prevalent as you
crazy
see, but black people do that.
But when you do go to Asian restaurants, you do see the little one behind the register, stand up on a thing.
Trust me.
She operating the register. Now, when
Trust
I do
me.
that, you do see that.
Chinese, the whole everybody.
Yeah, they do it. But I don't know if Mexicans are doing it. I just think they
Yeah,
just.
the Mexicans really
I just
do it.
think Mexicans just stay together till they all get out on their own.
But I'm saying black families, we teach our kids
Not all.
be your own thinker, do your own thing. If your father is successful doing something, you should want to follow that path.
that's if
I
he's
think we get it
successful.
naturally though. I think we.
If he's successful.
If he's successful.
If your father's
I-
struggling like
I-
hell your whole life, you don't want to go up in
I
his path.
disagree.
Yeah, I think black people are natural.
And I've talked to women.
the vibration.
I think I had this disagreement with JJ. You don't tell your son or your daughter. I mean, it's my opinion. I'm raising you to be a millionaire. No.
Right.
You don't tell your son or daughter. You don't go to school. I'm going to school to be this or that. Maybe after a while, but You raise your son or daughter to think and be a productive citizen.
We didn't disagree.
Very few people will become millionaires.
Yep.
Very few. And a lot of it is luck of the draw.
Very.
You cannot raise a person. I'll be watching DJ Khaled. I'm raising my son to be a baller. Man, that nigga gonna get 16 and kill everybody in the house. I mean,
God.
I'm exaggerating, of course.
But you're saying,
But
like,
you
you
raise
can't- you
your
don't have no
child to
control over
live a happy, productive life.
Right.
And here's the main thing. In my mind, you teach them how to think. And if they can think, they may become a multi-millionaire.
Yeah.
If you teach them how to think, even if they don't become a multi-millionaire, they can live a happy, productive
Right.
life. But for you to put pressure on your child, I'm raising my son. A lot of single women tell their sons that. I've heard that. They tell me, I'm raising him to be a big baller, a millionaire. You know,
boss.
you crippling him. Teach him how to think, how to be productive,
How to
how
follow
to live
instructions.
a productive life, how to follow instructions when you ain't giving them.
Exactly.
But if you can think, you can live a happy, productive life without being a billionaire. You cannot raise a billionaire because I don't believe the most billionaires are that because they're so smart. It's happenstance and luck of the draw.
Yes.
There's no way. I ain't gonna say that. Well, I'm gonna say it a different way. The funniest comedians, we in the comedy business, do not necessarily make the most money.
Right.
A lot of life is luck of the draw, man. You're in the right place at the right time. You're in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Right.
It's luck of the draw.
Right.
But if the opportunity presents itself and a person has been trained to think right, he can make it. I went to school. I majored in accounting, minor in business administration. But I didn't go to school. They said, DC, why you ain't an accountant? I didn't go to school for them to tell me what to do. I went to school so that I could decide what I wanted to do and do whatever the hell I wanted to do. So it does not dictate what I am to do. The whole key, in my opinion, as far as teaching a child, is can they think?
Right.
How do they think? And if they can think right, then whatever they do, whatever they decide to pursue, if they're thinking right, then they'll be able to
got
come.
a shot, yeah.
And even if they don't, if they're thinking right, they can turn off and do something else.
True.
So I'm gonna say this. Couple things in terms of the millionaires. It's way more millionaires now than they used to be. They done printed a whole lot more money. It's way more money out there. There's a lot more millionaires in the world. So if you got a regular parent, a regular middle class parent, that's one thing. It's hard for a middle class parent to be like, I'm gonna raise a millionaire. But if you already got $1 million business, a $50 million business, a $100 million business, your child is a millionaire.
He's already a
They just need to learn how to stay a millionaire. So then you can raise a millionaire. Be like, I'm raising you. You're going to have to learn how to maintain these I'm going to die. You're going to be rich as hell. You can still dream and do everything you want. We want you to still take this money and do something bigger with it. But you at least need to know how to keep on with this $1 million product.
Yeah, you teach them how to think. That's what the black race is at a disadvantage. We ain't been free 200 years, man. So there's no way when this boy like Tim Scott, the Republican guy running for president,
Oh my gosh.
you
We
was a
finna get on
damn
him
fool
now?
saying that there's no disparity between black and white. Nigga, what?
They showing that by his support
the
right
nerve
now.
of you to run and think you really got a shot at becoming a Republican nominee. Nigga, you dreaming.
All right,
He at 3%
dreaming.
right now.
we
He's at
speaking-
3%.
You dreaming.
We're speaking from people who have millionaire kids. What about people who trying to grow millionaires?
Well, that's
Family.
what I'm
That's what he
saying.
means.
Well,
But
that's
that
what
shouldn't be the objective.
But
You
I'm
don't
saying,
grow a
what's
millionaire.
wrong?
You want to grow a child that can think
Yeah.
and operate. You don't have to be no millionaire, to have no happy, successful,
Right.
productive life,
That's
man.
what I'm saying. So
You ain't have to be no millionaire. Motherfucker, I know people that got jets worth $40, $50 million. I don't want one. So we even. We even, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you ain't got to be no multi-millionaire to live a productive,
Happy
happy life.
life. With you on that.
and I'm
I
saying,
think that most-
I
I
agree
think-
with you on that.
I think
I'm
that
saying
most-
I don't think black people push their kids enough to follow the path of what mom and daddy doing, and like the other
It depends on what
nationalities
mom
do.
and daddy doing.
Because
You don't
other
have to be a
nationalities
hoe.
are
Hoe don't
doing-
have to run all
other
that.
nationalities are starting businesses. They're starting businesses as a family,
Yeah.
and I'm saying black people, we don't do that.
But what about the
You
woman?
think we're lacking in that responsibility?
But what about the
Bo,
woman?
I'm
But what
telling
about the
you,
woman that just
You can't
Dog,
say all
thinking
black
and
people.
independent thought. You don't have to be a farmer because your father was a farmer.
And I just think we got so many
I'm
other
saying
gifts.
I ain't my grandfather was a farmer. My grandfather on my other side worked on the railroad. I ain't gonna work on the railroad. But I think what was handed down to me is the thought process. Be able to think and do whatever and take advantage of
Right.
the situation
And I
in
totally
life
agree
is
with
in.
DC saying, and a lot of times
I disagree.
with single parents, they're saying millionaires because they want their child to have what they wish they had. But if they do what you just said, DC, raise your child to think for themselves, go
Yeah.
to school so that they can obtain the information,
Yeah.
so that they can be what they want to be.
They can live a
Encourage them.
happy, productive life.
So, because if you go looking for money, then you're telling that child that money is what make you happy. Money
Right.
don't make you happy.
Right.
But
All
you
I'm
can
saying
live.
is-
You can, I'm give me a moment, King. So you can.
She like,
you
hold
can
it,
raise your
son.
child to be productive, and they can still be successful and live a
Right.
wonderful life without being the millionaire. And then there are some that can reach.
You
that
don't
goal.
have to be a millionaire to be successful.
Can I
And
finish
then
my
for
statement?
those families, such as
And one more thing, then I'm gonna let you go. But one more thing, I know a lot of millionaires, man. I know a lot of them, man. I'm gonna make a list one time. But I know a lot of millionaires. None of them have ever told me that they started out wanting to be a millionaire. They just figured out something simple. The millionaires I know, and they just kept doing the shit over and over. And one thing led to another, and they said, "Shit, I'm good at this." And one thing led to another. They was doing it. Then they said, "Shit, I can do this and double it." Now they double it. None of them ever told me that they started off saying, "I'm gonna be a million or billionaire."
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. I don't know no billionaire, but I know several millionaires. What you want to say, bro?
Nothing.
You forgot?
Y'all ain't trying
you
to
and your
listen.
feelings.
Y'all ain't trying to listen.
You and your feelings.
No, I'm not.
You and your feelings, but
Okay.
Bo
I'm
mad,
giving an
y'all.
opinion about
Huh?
it.
A man
In his
can
feelings.
have feelings.
He forgot.
Bo in his
He
feelings.
I'm
forgot.
saying-
He forgot.
No,
He
no, I
forgot.
ain't forgot.
He forgot.
No, I wanted, but I thought you were trying to finish the show. I didn't want to get too long on it. But
Okay, don't say nothing
If your father is a mechanic and he's working a job, and his kid, he's successful mechanic, he's doing good at it. Now his kids coming up. What's wrong with him wanting his kids to come up and learn the business?
If that's what they want
That's
to
what
do.
they want to do.
But what about they ain't got shit to do but what you asked them to do
Okay.
when they growing up.
All right,
It's
hold
okay
it right
for them
there.
To learn
Oh,
on
I
their
got
way
you.
up
I got you on that.
to that
I got
point.
you on that.
To that point.
I got you on that. Was his father a mechanic?
My father?
No.
Oh.
The father who wants his children to be a mechanic like him,
I
was his father a mechanic?
Whether he was or not, I don't know.
Okay,
I'm
then
saying, but his-
I'm ruining your
the
point,
father,
brother.
well, the father is he know the skill work, right? But he may
If
he may
his-
need accountant.
He didn't do what his father did, so
Hold on.
why would he insist that his
I'm not
children
saying
do what
the
he
same
did?
thing, DC. I'm saying the father may need an accountant He may need a lawyer. He may
what
need
if that's
somebody
not
to write a
what if
business
The
that's
plan.
not
child
what he
may not
want?
want to do none of
What
that
if that's
shit.
not what he want to do? And I'm gonna say this real quick because we got to end. My mom was a cosmetologist, is a cosmetologist, owned 2 salons, and she wanted her girls to be cosmetologists. Only one of us actually followed through. I became a cosmetologist because of the pressure. I didn't never want to be a cosmetologist. My other sister became a nurse. And my baby sister, she's a cosmetologist. We wasn't happy working in the shop, but we did what my mom wanted us to do.
I didn't say he had to be a cop.
So
He been an accountant.
we didn't want to do any of those things.
He may not want to do shit.
Yeah. You have to
Connected
encourage
with
your
it, bro.
child to like
And I'm
DC
just
say,
saying-
encourage
Your
your
father
child.
wasn't no.
That's the
Your
difference.
father. I know your father. He
That's-
wasn't no comedian.
That's the difference between
And
black
your lives
families.
ass go out and be a fucking comic.
That's the difference between. But hold on. But my father did taught me skills that I still use to this day.
But he wasn't no comedian.
No, but I chose to do that. But he did teach me some skills.
That's my
You
that I
making the
still
point.
use
He
to this
taught
day.
you how to think, and then you took that.
Right. What I'm saying is, do y'all feel like the black families are lacking in that field when other families are doing that?
Not at all.
They come up and we're going to send you to school to be an accountant to work with us,
Not at all.
not to go out and work for somebody else.
I don't
Not at
agree
all,
with
man.
that.
Not at all.
I got
We
2 daughters.
different.
I had 2 daughters. One of them passed away. They had 2 totally different personalities, man.
Like my dad played
So
in the
you
NFL,
do
but
whatever.
not one time he said, "Y'all
Somebody
need to
hit
go
me
play
up
in the
on-
NFL."
Right.
Y'all even like. I mean, he played. It just so happened that Roman was better than everybody else, and just like he said, even Roman didn't sit there and say, "Hey, I'm gonna be in the NFL." He just like, "I'm pretty good at this. I'm gonna keep playing
Keep
until somebody
rolling,
tell me to
keep
stop."
going.
And that really was the
But
attitude
guess what?
that
You
they
work
take
with
on.
your brother in a consultant way of being part manager.
I mean,
Am
we
I right?
definitely
So
did
you
put
working
time
with
in.
the family.
But I
But I-
promise
You're
you,
not
man.
playing
But I
football,
promise you, man. When
but
we
you
was working on the
working with the
game,
family.
not one time, and he'll tell you himself, like when we was doing all the practices doing the school, I never one time said, "Man, we doing this so we gonna make it to the NFL one day." It was literally to be like, we want to win this Friday night. Then we got to the next level and we broke down for we want to win on
There you
Saturday.
go.
And it just continued to be like not one
There you
time
go.
ever said, "Man, both of them they were both good.
And
We gonna do it to the NFL."
and we gotta go. But Bo,
Yeah.
for me to know the story of your life, have you ever told that story on there where you were leaving Mississippi? You just like, I'm out of here. Went to the airport. I'm just gonna spot on it. You can tell it if you want, don't if you don't. Bo told me a story one time. I laughed for about an hour. He was leaving Mississippi, went to the airport and asked for a plane ticket. And the flight attendant said, "To where?" He said, "I don't know. I just got to get the hell out of here." Had his bags, didn't know where he was going.
Destiny,
And the
man.
lady said, "Well, where you want to go?" The crazy motherfucker said, I don't know. What about where all them trees are I see on TV?
Palm trees.
So she said, "California?" He said, "Yeah, send me there."
See,
She said, "Well, a
destiny.
round trip ticket is $1,000 and something dollars." And both said, "Well, I don't need no round trip ticket. I ain't coming back."
Yeah,
He ended up in Oakland,
your
destiny.
California, man.
Yeah, just your
So
destiny.
sometimes
man.
you gotta break off, man,
Yes.
because if
Yes.
you just go back 3 generations, man, 4 generations ago, my people were slaves, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for you to say that a child should follow in their forefathers' steps, we all be slaves, man.
Yeah.
You let a child break off and do what he can do.
Yeah.
Y'all still hear me
and
I
wrong.
just
spread
think,
his
I think the
wings.
main thing is
You hear me
communication. Talk
See
to your
what comes of
children
it.
and understand what it is they want, and then support them in it. That's
Yeah.
my thing. Just
You heard it.
communication.
You hurt his little feelings, JJ.
I heard his feel. I saw.
My thing is,
He said he
if
wasn't
you
gonna
got a
hurt him.
system
Say.
of making money that you can hand
That's what
down,
Pooh said.
and it's a system of making money, and it ain't like you working as an employee to make this money. It's a system as you globally making money and you can hand it down. Then you need to hand down some way for your next generation to be
If the
financially.
child does not
stable.
want to do that in life. I like what's the one of the richest boys in America name, old white boy, what's his name? No, old man.
Bill Gates.
Bill Gates.
No, older
Warren
than Bill
Buffett.
Gates.
Warren
Warren
Buffett.
Buffett. They asked Warren Buffett what he was going to do with all his money with regard to his children. He said, "I'm going to leave them all enough money to do whatever they want to do, and not enough money for them to not do shit."
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
It's good.
Somebody
Good
just-
answer.
And then in this generation, for black folk in particular, other than show business and athletes, very few in this generation, very few black folk don't make more money than their parents made. Very few, other than athletes and entertainers.
Right.
Somebody chimed in on the chat and said, what about Dwayne Wade and Magic Johnson's son? They didn't follow in their footsteps.
You know what? Somebody trying to be funny.
Somebody trying to be
Well,
funny.
Dwayne
trying to
Wade
be
got
funny.
one.
I don't know. Magic's son might follow in. Well, whatever.
Somebody trying to be funny.
I'm just saying, you don't know.
I
Magic
guarantee
son,
that he might
Magic
not be
son
playing
be,
in baseball. I guarantee that big
Whoever
son is
that
going to beat
is.
somebody in basketball.
Whoever that
and
is.
he a player. Magic son is a player. He just on a different
But
ball
I'm saying
game.
there shouldn't
but
be
he-
pressure on them kids. Magic son don't have to be no bad. And I'm gonna tell you another thing too. Well, like you talk about Michael Jordan's son, one while they were talking about him being as great as Michael Jordan, it'll never happen because poverty, man. Michael Jordan come up, he got to die hard. When you come from being poor, you got some extra fight in your ass, man, to make you. Now, Michael Jordan's son that came up as Michael Jordan's son, with everything handed to him, he ain't getting up at no
Ain't the
5
same.
o'clock in the morning shooting
Ain't the
no
same.
damn
It ain't
jumpers.
the same.
He like,
It ain't
man, shit.
Right.
Where that made at? Bitch, you work for my daddy, bring me some breakfast. What the hell going on here?
Right, like
but
Jerry
since y'all
Rice's
saying
son, the
that,
one
what
that's
about-
father's removed from him,
Yeah.
he's the one like better than all the other Jerry Rice's son, like the one
Okay,
that's
but what
father's
about
removed from him.
Beyonce with her daughter? How you guys feel about that? Her daughter.
She holding her in, she bringing her along, the girl performing.
She can
God
dance.
bless her. Look like she enjoys it. So I'm not saying it can't happen.
But can she
Or
sing?
it don't happen.
And then you
But
got
it's what
Steph
they
Curry.
want to do.
Steph Curry, daddy was a player,
Tried to be a comedian
You know.
for a while.
but
I know it.
Steph
Damn.
Curry excelled way further than his father did.
Oh yeah, just
Oh,
definitely
wait
took
a
the
minute.
father.
He,
You know,
he
yeah.
compounded what his father was doing. And then,
took
you know.
from the spot of shooting. He took Dale Curry's
But now
ability
he
spot up to
can't-
shoot and become.
But
a
he,
better
for
dribbling
example, can't turn around and put pressure on his son, saying I'm better than
To
I
beat
ended
the
up being
record of
better than my
three-point
dad. So
ride.
Kobe
you need to be
Bryant.
better than me. His son may say, I don't want to play basketball. I want to be a transgender.
Double Dutch champion.
I want to be
DC.
I want to be a model on
Basically,
RuPaul.
long as you a ball player,
I want to be a
it
double
all,
Dutch
it's all
champion.
works out.
I just say communication. You should talk to your child and see what it is that they want to do and support them in that. And if it happens to be that they want to follow in your footsteps, then so be it. But if not, support them in what they want to do.
Well, when I grew up, I had chores. I don't know too many people now that give kids chores. Part of those chores was learning responsibility and how to survive.
Yeah.
And that's
That's
lack.
why the kids survived that plane crash, I bet you.
Right. So they had chores.
If you believe
even
that
at,
story.
Even at 9-month-old, it probably was carrying logs around the house.
Sucking anything. Those dry titties.
Kids
Silicone
should have
coming all
chores.
up out the
Chores.
titties.
Oh my
You don't
God,
give
you
your
see?
kids
Oh my
chores.
God.
You raising some
Kids
unresponsible
should have
kids.
chores.
Huh? Kids should have tits.
Chores, chores.
Boy,
You
I'm serious
see,
about
kids
this
should have
kid thing,
chores.
man.
Hey,
Mo
man.
is not
Kids
letting it
should have
ride.
chores.
I see people who have kids that don't have chores, and I'm like, they going down the wrong path. If they don't learn
Your kids got
responsibility
chores.
early-
Your kids had chores.
Yes, sir.
Mine did too.
Mine did
They
too.
called me the
I
worst.
had
They
chores.
called me the worst son of a bitch in the world one time because my daughters wanted some money to go to this party, this big party. It was in high school, and so I had this fence that need painting. It needs $60. I said, paint that fence.
You sound
We
like
ain't
my
no
mama.
boys. That's what my daughter said. We ain't no boys. I said, okay, don't paint it.
But you ain't getting that 60.
You won't get that sick.
They painted half of the fence.
You got to have them in the money.
I gave them $30.
Right.
They went to the party. I don't know what they did. They may have hung out in the parking lot, just smoked weed. I don't know. I don't give a shit.
Right.
But the deal was paint the damn fence.
You sound like
And you
my
get the
mama.
money to go to the party.
And I get what you're saying, Bo, because at one time they had these jeans I called Z Cavaricci back in the day. And I just cut grass, man. They were like $80 pair of jeans and stuff, man. Well, they actually weren't even jeans. They were like the little dress pants that Hammer used to wear. But my folks weren't gonna buy them and stuff, man.
Need
So
to go on
the
them.
big baggy, silk pants, man. I had to cut grass until I got them, man.
Yeah, I
So,
remember them. Them was
My
hot,
mama
them was
told
hot
me-
pants. They used to call them hot pants in my
Hey
neighborhood.
man, they look good when you were doing the hammer. They look good. It looked like you took a big dump. It looked like you took a big dump, but hey, them pants was hitting when you wore them out now. Yeah.
I cut grass for days for Converse All Stars. It was $9.50.
With the weapons.
And back then we used 2 different colored shoestrings.
the
And
matching
shoestrings
shirt,
was an extra $1.
Yeah, the matching
The
shirts.
thick one.
My mama told me
So
if
you
wanted
cut
to work
grass for days for $10?
Shit, yeah. Back
How
then,
much did they pay you to cut the grass?
$1.50, $2.
Yeah.
See, I was
back
lucky.
then.
I
That
came
was
along- when I came-
1948.
When I came there doing
Cheaper
15
back
$20,
then.
I was lucky.
That was
I had to do something like
1948.
$5.
Yeah,
I'm about to say.
1948.
I used to make $5.
Did you
No.
use a lawnmower or did you just bring your herd of goats
That
over
was
to
in
just eat the
I used a
lawn?
lawnmower, but I used a
Sling blade.
push lawnmower. You know what that is?
Yeah, to
I
sharpen the
remember
blades.
No, I never
My
did
granddaddy
sharpen them,
had
but
that.
it didn't. I ain't need no gas.
Yeah.
He's like, that.
That's the one Homer Simpson be using.
I don't watch.
On the
Homer.
beginning,
what it
you know
is.
what I'm saying? That's the one. That's the one.
That's
Homer
I watch.
Simpson.
I watch the
just-
Boondocks. I don't watch Homer Simpson.
You know Boondocks.
Oh.
All right, but Homer Simpson got the lawnmower you grew up
That's
on.
the one.
You ever watch the Boondocks?
Yeah, but Homer Simpson got mowed the lawn just like you did. I'm just saying.
I was on the Boondocks,
you and
not
Homer is
Homer
very-
Simpson. I was a member of Boondocks.
Well, I was on the Simpsons. I was on the Simpsons. I played the goldfish with the 3 eyes. He ain't had no lines, but that was me. That was me.
I'm Uncle Raymond's on the
Man,
Boondocks.
I love that character.
That's me, man. Did you know that's me?
Heck yeah. My brother,
right.
we talk about that all the time.
Uncle Raymond, not Uncle Ruckus.
No, he was Uncle Raymond, who was Uncle Russell's dad.
Uncle Ruckus' dad.
Uncle Russell's little boy reading a book. He said, "Boy, didn't I catch you? Didn't I tell you about trying to
Me
be?"
catch your ass reading, trying to
He
be
would
some
just
shit.
slap him. He would just slap him.
So you the reason
God
Uncle
bless
Ruckus
you.
was who he
Oh
was.
man, he slapped him silly, man. He's beating the life out of that boy. Made no sense.
I don't care
man.
what
God
nobody say.
bless
Y'all
you.
teach y'all kids to work. I don't
That's
care what
right.
kind of work it is.
Oh, I'm with you on that now.
Yeah.
You can work.
My mama made me
I'm
work
with you
for
on
work for her. I wanted to go work for Burger King. She said, "Well, you can work for Burger King, but you're gonna work for me too."
See, now I was just talking
So
about that.
I was so
She
stubborn.
tried
I
to
worked both.
train
I
you to
went
work
to
for
school,
her.
after school activities, went to Burger King, and she called my boss
That was my-
and told my boss the days I could work because she needed me to work at her job.
Right.
I'm with that.
I was
with
so
that.
mad with her. I said, "You mean?" She's like,
with
"If you're
that.
gonna live in this house, that's what's gonna
But
happen."
you work for the white man. But
That
you
was,
wanna
that's
work
what
for
she
your mama.
said. You're gonna work for the white man, but you ain't
You
gonna work
wanna
for
work
me.
for me, yeah.
Well, you gonna work for me. You can go ahead and work for the white
I'm
man.
with that.
White man pays more.
I'm with that.
But thank you, Mom.
Who paid more,
I
Burger
grind.
King or Mama?
God bless you. We ain't gonna
I love
never.
you, Mom.
We ain't gonna never make no money talking about white bosses like this.
Mama, nah, I'm Poussey.
We'll be back.
Nah,
God
Mama, I'm
bless you.
selling my Poussey.
Weightball out here in the world.
I'm DZ Curry.
Up OP.
Oh, Sister JJ.
And I'm Brian Harper.
Weightball. It's been a pleasure.
And Bullhead back in the back right now.
Budhead and our special sold-out celebrity guest, Don Daisy. God bless you, boy. Will Wish I was Smith, Tech #1, head of security, Richard Torrance. God bless y'all. I'll holler.